Hello, I'm Neil from NRG EFFECTS and welcome to my little workshop here on the south coast of England where I design and hand make all of my effects pedals. And we're going to be taking a look at a couple of new pedals joining the Monochrome series here in 2019, starting off with this little guy, the PUMPER-072. And that is a high headroom full range boost. So really simple concept on this one. Turn it on with a gain at 0 and you'll sound exactly the same. So no coloration of your sound, except you will actually then be bringing in a buffer into the signal chain. That means you can run longer cable length without any loss of high-end clarity and signal strength. And then as you bring up the control here, you get louder and louder without changing your tone at all, and louder and louder and louder till you're actually quite ridiculously loud, like over 25 dB, more than you should really need, so without changing your tone, so full range boost. And that uses a TL-072 op amp, as well as what's known as a charge pump, hence the name the PUMPER-072. So a charge pump takes your normal 9-volt input and doubles that into the circuit. So more voltage means more headroom, means more boosting without any overdrive in the circuit. So really clean, big open boost that quite simply makes you louder and louder. So that works really well after your drive and tone shaping pedals as like a master volume boost, but of course can also be put before overdrive pedals or a crunchy amp to drive it harder with more signal, push it into more overdrive and saturation. So yeah, that's that one. The PUMPER-072 be available now. And then next we have the first of the Monochrome triples. So as you can see, that quite simply takes my smaller Monochrome series pedals and puts 3 into one enclosure. So what I've done here is choose 3 pedals that I think work really well together to give a really good core overdrive tone palette. So we start off with the HUMPER-04558 into the Purrer Mini and then into the PUMPER-072. So the Purrer Mini is a miniaturized version of my most popular pedal, that's the Purrer Overdrive, that gives a really natural, big, full range overdrive sound, just like pushing your amp harder, with controls for gain, treble, presence, and for volume. This one also has a trimmer inside for the bass control, what's called the milk control on the bigger version inside on that one. Then if you push that with the Humper, then you're pushing it with a more mid-range focus boost. So the Humper takes the kind of tonal shaping of a tube screamer, the TS style overdrives, but without any overdrive clipping, without any distortion at all. So you get the quite extreme high end and low end roll off of a tube screamer, but you can also adjust those so you can lower the filtering of the high and low end and boost more. That's great for pushing the Purrer into more kind of vocal, mid-range heavy overdrive sounds. Then after the Purrer, you've then got the Pumper, simply as your volume boost, big master, I need more, I need to be louder at the end of the signal chain. All of the pedals are true bypass switching and your sockets are all on the top there, so it saves space. But what I've also added is sends and returns, you can see on the side there, and one on the other side. So those 2 sends and returns take a feed from in between these pedals, so you can then intercept in between each pedal and plug in extra pedals using a TRS splitter, or you can rearrange the pedals, set them up separately in a pedal board switcher, so it makes it really versatile. So this can be your core tone overdrive pedal. So that's the first Monochrome triple, the HUMPER-PURRER-PUMPER. So let's take a listen, starting off with PUMPER-072. Here we go. For these demos, I'm using my Surf Green Telecaster through my little 4-watt valve amplifier that I use here in the workshop into a 2x12 cabinet and mic'd with a Sennheiser E906. Okay, let's hear the bypass sound. engage the PUMPER-072. As you can hear, there's no tonal change at all there. And let's bring up the gain boost even more. That's starting to push my little amp really hard now. Okay, let's turn the guitar volume all the way down and check out how much boost there is in this thing. So that's maxed out and now bypassed. That's more than 25 dB quieter now. Okay, let's check out the pumper in a more sensible zone. Alright, let's check out the Monochrome triple, starting off with the bypass sound. And then engaging the Purrer Mini overdrive. So that's set to a natural kind of lower gain overdrive tone. Now let's push that with the HUMPER-4558. So that was a pre-gain boost with a mid-range focus from the Humper. Let's check out the Pumper as a post-gain boost. So simply making it louder. That's really slamming my little amp. More gain on the Purrer. And with the Humper. Also open up the treble and bass on the Humper as well. Now I'm going to take the PUMPER-072 and place it in the first send and return of the Monochrome triple. That means it's after the Humper and before the Purrer. Then we can check out the difference between running the Pumper pre-gain and the Pumper post-gain. Here we go. That was the bypass sound, and now the Purrer Mini. And now adding the PUMPER-072 post gain. That's raising the master volume. Now adding the pumper pre-gain. That's adding more gain and overdrive.